It was Chimanshanova of Russia who is here looking for her first ever European title. Now, alongside me, Colin Bryce is a British legend in weightlifting, multiple European weightlifting medalist and Commonwealth Games gold medalist, Michaela Breeze. Michaela, Lena Benson has come over from track and field. Quite a few athletes do. It's of course a very athletic sport, weightlifting.
Yeah, absolutely. You see some of the positions that we have to get into as lifters. You know, it's not all about brute strength. There's much more to it. And we'll see here these lifters moving through a long range of movement. That said, that was, well, an interesting start. I'm not sure how to say it. To see a split snatch now these days in a competition at this level is almost unheard of. That technique, dare I say, went out 20-30 years ago, and has developed quite significantly. For those that are watching and considering taking up the sport, I don't advise we practice that technique too often. You'll see other lifters coming out in a minute, dropping into a full squat position where you are able to lift a lot more because you're able to get much lower underneath the bar.
Absolutely, yeah. It's something you would see in the 50s and 60s. Shemansky and these type of names from the past, the old black and white photos. That's how they used to lift, but not anymore. Well, Lena Benson is currently following herself, as is the way in weightlifting. It's a rising bar. Just like high jump, it's going from 70 to an automatic increase of 1 kilogram to 71. But Aysegul Koban of Turkey has changed her entry in the last couple of minutes, so she is coming out at 70 kilograms as well. The 21-year-old. So we'll see a Turkish weightlifter doing a much more conventional technique in the snatch and clean and jerk.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't get many lifters these days, as I said, doing the split lift. So this should be a bit tidier. Fantastic first attempt. Very comfortable for a young lifter coming in at 73 kilos there. I think we're going to see a lot more from this girl in the next few minutes.
Indeed, yeah, she's produced some good results in the last couple of years. 75 kilos, her best snatch, 105 clean and jerk, total 180. That was at the European Champs back in 2011. So still well within herself. Now, Lena Benson goes for 73 kilograms, 3 kilos of increase.
And that's the problem. If you can't get under the bar low enough, then you're going to be struggling overhead. It's a shame. So much more potential if you lift with a squat snatch, but then it's dare I say, an easier technique to learn. It's more stable. She obviously feels much more comfortable doing that, but unfortunately not to be on her second attempt.
Now it goes forward, and there's her sister, both of them track and field stars. She's won the 100 meters at the Swedish Championships as recently as 2008, and in the same year won the 110 meter hurdles. I mean, just a phenomenal all-rounder. And you can understand why she maybe hasn't had as much time on the weightlifting platform as others. And, you know, she's just relying, no doubt, to win Swedish titles on brute power.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, coming from a track and field background, that she's probably learnt the split snatch as she's doing here to benefit her athletics. And obviously she's got some ability in it, so as by the looks of it, transferred straight across into Olympic lifting, but hasn't yet changed technique.
Well, Benson has 2 minutes to follow herself. 73 kilograms remains on the bar, and here she comes.
Yeah, taking most of this 2 minutes, it's important to give the body a chance to recover, just to get the blood flowing back through the legs, because a maximum effort does take quite a lot out of you, more so in the clean and jerk. But here you can see she's still blowing quite heavily after that previous attempt.
100%. Kom igen nu.
Well, she hit 70 kilograms in the snatch in the European Championships last year. I'm sure she'd love to go better. This would be her personal best in a major championships, were she to do it.
Much better, much more stable. Recovers well. And you can see there she's been given the lift as a 2-to-1 majority by the referees. 3 referees need to give a majority decision. The reason one referee's failed that, you can't see from this angle, but there was some slight movement in the elbow, which is not allowed.
So Bounce On gets the lift. 73 kilos, a personal best. And here comes Dana Berci of Romania, coming out for her first attempt at 75 kilograms. 23 years old. As you can see, a fairly diminutive figure. Well built, powerful.
See there, taking time to lock the hands onto the bar, trapping the thumb between the fingers and the bar. It's what we call hook grip. Means the lifters don't need to worry about their grip, they won't lose it. Very powerful, very secure, very steady overhead. Berci's best snatch we have written down here as 81 kilos, so as you can see they're starting comfortably below her best, and I'm sure that we'll now see her open up and go something a bit heavier.
Yeah, she did that 81 kilos at the European Championships in 2012. Back in the same year last year, she improved a great deal. Actually, she hit 74 kilos at the under 23 European Championships, where she finished second. Now coming out now is Virginie Andriot of France, experienced athlete, 33 years old, from the south of France, 6th in the European Championships 2 years ago, 7th in the Olympic Games back in 2004.
I've seen her in better shape than that. Disappointing first attempt, puts herself under some pressure now. She's an experienced lifter, as you said. Fairly confident she'll go back and recompose. You can see the frustration in her face there as she comes off.
Yeah, did she ever pull that high enough? I mean, she just didn't really attack it. It was a bit of a soft start.
Yeah, you see the bar almost stop on her thighs there. The rules are that the bar has to continually move in one continuous movement there. She was just yanking that bar with her upper body, trying to give it a bit more height. And you know what? As soon as you start to tug with the arms, it means her legs can't work as effectively. So, in my view, slight technical error there. Let's hope she can come out and correct it for her second attempt.
Absolutely. I mean, it's actually a mistake of junior lifters normally going for the arms, and also a mistake of really brute strength lifters as well, those who come from other sports, because the upper body can feel strong, but it's definitely the lower body that's more powerful. So 75 kilograms on the bar again. No one else is taking that. So Andriot then. Do not want to miss the second one. That would really put you under pressure.
Oh, much better leg extension. Secures that overhead, steadies herself. Still frustration though from that first attempt. She's going to be kicking herself. How much further could she have gone? She's now only got one attempt left, and but is safely in the competition.
Yeah, well, let's see if it's a bit more of a fluid pull here. Yeah, just kept it going through the middle section and got more height underneath it without a problem. So I wonder what she'll go to next. Probably there's 2 or 3 more kilos there for sure. Well, they're all just playing the game now, jumping around, and it looks like France number 2 coming out, Manon Laurence. 75 kilograms is what was posted for her entry into the competition.
Yeah, much younger lifter from France now. As we said, Virginie Andriot, 33 years old. Here we've got Lorenz, also from France, just out of the junior ranks. Was she 22? Good to see some depth and talent in the French team.
Well, 77 kilos is what the spotters have run out and put on. So it's a 2 kilogram increase on her compatriot. She has done 81 kilos at the French Championships earlier in the year.
Very dynamic. You can see these girls are very, very compact. And as you know, we compete in weight categories, and the shorter the limbs, the longer the back, the better in terms of physique. And here, really drives power through the legs. Nails that for a first attempt.
She hit 3 out of 3 in the French Championships to get that 81 kilograms, so was within herself there. I think she could go past that today. That was only a few weeks ago, so hopefully has peaked in time now. Koban of Turkey coming out to do 78 kilograms.
So there's a big increase from first to second attempt, 5 kilo increase now, and at this body weight that's quite significant.
And above her personal best as well. Not anymore, that'll be her personal best. Great effort there, surely 3 white lights.
Yeah, very confident. Very smooth, very efficient. You can see there, no energy wasted whatsoever. Drove powerfully, quick into receiving position, steadies herself. Get off, one more attempt to go, she's ready for a final attempt.
So it's the Romanian lifter coming out now. It's Dana Alexandra Birchie coming out for her second attempt, 78 kilograms, so 3 kilos up. This is 3 kilos down on what she has done, though, at the European Championships last year.
Mult lateral. Finalul.
Well, extremely powerful, extremely dynamic, but unfortunately slightly out of position there, as you can see, unable to steady the bar overhead.
Yeah, she's you get that little stamp of the feet there. She really is dynamic, isn't she? I mean, it's almost a slight waste of energy, isn't it? Just popping up into the air like that, but you see a lot of lifters doing it to bring you down quick. Is that in front of her a little bit, perhaps?
Yeah, the bar was never directly overhead there, so got something to go back and tweak, but nothing major. She's well strong enough, well capable for that weight.
78 kilograms, and Rio, her third and final lift.
Similar problem to the first there again, yanked the bar as it came off her thighs. She's going to be desperately disappointed with that, knowing that she's capable of so much more. Also to have a younger teammate up and coming that's gone past her. She's been the forefront of French lifting for the last few years. Desperately disappointing.
Well, we are still waiting to see 3 lifters. The Bulgarian Maya Ivanova, who just taking a little sniff of smelling salts there. Still to see Svetlana Cheremshanova of Russia, the former Kazakh lifter, and the Ukrainian Yulia Paratova. They were expected to be the 3 really fighting it out for the medals, and we're starting to get towards some serious weight here. 79 kilograms has been put on the bar, and Ivanova, her first lift.
It's unusual to see lifters coming out these days. No wrist supports, no back supports, no knee supports. Well, the coach's attempt was pretty good. A bit tricky to comment on that one. Yeah, I'm guessing she got it there. There we are.
There we go. Yeah, 79 kilos and look well within herself, to be honest. She's dropped down in body weight. lifted at 58 last year and was very good at the under-23 European Championships. She won that at 83 kilos. So she has obviously had to lose quite a bit of weight. 5 kilograms at, well, when you're that weight, it's just about 10% of your body, isn't it? It's like trying to lop one of your arms off. It's not easy. Yeah,
pretty much every single one of these girls would have dropped body weight. We train naturally overweight, 2-3 kilos, in some cases 4 or 5 kilos overweight. So to drop that weight can affect you, but if they've done it sensibly over a period of time, then hopefully they won't lose strength with it.
Yeah, you often see it the other way though, don't you? As lifters get older, they just naturally put on more weight. Now, Bershi of Romania coming out for her final lift here. Missed the last lift, going for 78 again. 79, I beg your pardon, and no, missed it. Tried to buy herself a little time there by going up 1 kilo, forcing some other lifters out, but it didn't work. So missed her second and third attempt. 75 kilos then is the best for the Romanian. That's what she'll carry forward to the clean and jerk. Manon Lorenz coming up for her second lift. 80 kilograms now on the bar. So Virginie hit 78 in her third and final lift. We know from the French Championship she's good for 81 kilograms. So I'd expect to see this go up. Oh, with these, lots of power there.
This is a young athlete, very talented here, has a lot of potential going forwards in this sport. She looks confident, she's oozing with confidence. Really, really excited to see how she can progress in the competition. Yeah,
it wasn't even the prettiest of techniques, was it? But once it was overhead, stood up to that without a problem. Now, Aysegul Koban of Turkey, third and final lift, going for 80 kilograms, 2 kilos up. Still waiting to see Cherem Shanova of Russia.
A little short on the leg drive there, but managed to compensate by sitting in so quickly. So you can see she's really chuffed. 3 successful lifts. Consistency is everything in this sport. You only get 3 snatches, 3 clean and jerks. The best of each is added together to give you a total. So it's not what you start on, it's what you finish on that's most important. And their consistency is everything.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost look at 3 out of 3 and think, well, could we have done more? But really, I think you've got to say good day at the office. Coach has just picked it perfectly. Started with a good one, an easy one, as it were. Built the confidence up. And now we have Maya Ivanova, who is going for 81 kilograms, having hit 79 in her opener. So just a small increase for the Bulgarian. 83, remember, she did last year to win the under-23 European Championships, though that was at a higher body weight.
Again, another solid lift. She's going to be growing in confidence now. That's 2 successful lifts. Only 2 kilos between first and second attempt, but sensible, steady increases now. She needs to try and stay with, remember, the 2 girls that still have not appeared yet. We've got Cherem Shanova of Russia and Paratova of the Ukraine still to make their first attempt. So it's important now that she takes 1 step at a time and stays as close as possible.
Yeah, the poker game begins now because, well, she's only got 1 attempt to go, and she'll have to try and use that wisely. Manon Lorenz of France, final attempt, 81 kilograms, just 1 kilo of increase. She looks so good at the last weight. I'm surprised they haven't gone for 2 or 3 more. This is just equaling what she did at the French Championships, which was literally 2 weeks ago.
Solid, solid.
Oh, that's some really confident lifting. Just taking a minute to steady herself. You can see how pleased she is with that. The rules are that you have to stand still. Doesn't matter if you take the odd step on the platform, sideways, forwards, backwards, so long as you stand still, you're okay. You can see there, she's asking the coach the question, what was wrong with that? There wasn't that much wrong with that. I couldn't see anything there that I would fail, but she was given the lift 2-to-1 majority. So 2 referees have said, yeah, that's a good lift. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of wobbling in the arms. That's usually what it is. I mean, it's they can appear pretty tough referees at top-level weightlifting competitions. Now, here we have, for the first time, Svetlana Cheremshanova, who is probably favourite for this weight category, the 53-kilo women. Her opener looking good, no problem at all. The former Kazakhstan lifter absolutely nailed that. 82 kilograms. She was calling for 83 and obviously decided that a lot of other lifters had gone already and it wasn't worth going too high on your first lift.
Well, you can see there, that was performed with ease. Carrying a great deal of muscle there. Very short in terms of height. She can't be much over 5 foot, but very, very compact, which goes a long way to making a good lifter.
So coming out now, it's the Bulgarian lifter, Ivanova, for her third and final lift. 79 and 81, successful to go 3 out of 3 at 82. Oh, that was close.
It was close, slightly on her toes as she came off the floor there, struggling to get the bar fully overhead. There's a very, very fine difference between the bar being slightly in front and in a perfect position. There really is no room for error.
Yeah, you could maybe bully that a little bit if it was a bit lighter, but she's right on the limit there, isn't she?
Absolutely.
So no scope for bullying. So the French coaches enjoying what is this poker game that happens now. Who's going to go in at what weight? Because, of course, what you carry forward in the snatch gets added to the clean and jerk. So it's vital to squeeze every single kilo out. And the Ukrainians are getting their lifter ready. Yulia Paratova, who is a very experienced lifter. Looks like she may well be going, but there's some jostling backwards and forwards over at the officials' table. So we've had 85 kilograms put on the bar, so it is Paratova. Oh, there's been a change. No. It's going backwards and forwards here. She is going to come out at 85. And that means that those still left in the competition, which is, in fact, just her and the Russian.
Let me tell you why the French coaches were smiling back there. That last attempt that we saw of Lorenz of 81, very sensible call by the coaches, puts her into the bronze medal position ahead of Ivanova of Bulgaria.
Yeah, and she's lighter on body weight, which is could well be important after the clean and jerk. So.
Very strong, very solid attempt. Question is, who would you put your money on? This is turning into an interesting fight at the top end between Cheremshanova of Russia and Paratova of the Ukraine.
Well, the first 6 inches off the floor looked it was a struggle, wasn't it? I mean, that's talk about acceleration as it came past the knees. That was quite something.
There's a couple of things there. She could have extended more with the legs. The speed, though, off the floor is not important. It's what happens when the bar passes the knees that's critical. Some lifters that go very quickly, very explosively from the floor end up losing position.
Cheremshanova comes out for her second then. She too is going for 85 and misses it, not even close.
Wow, that's a surprise. Her first attempt looks so solid. She's going to be annoyed with herself there.
So in fact that was an automatic increase, 1 kilo 86. And we're getting some little bit of graphic errors here, so just stick with us for a second.
I've got that down as first attempt was 82, followed by that failure there on 85.
Yeah, absolutely. The computers, I'm afraid, are chucking up something a little bit different. That's exactly why I have it as well. So Yulia Paratova there just stalking around. The Russian coaches and the Ukrainian coaches now standing side by side. And this is interesting to see whether Teremshanova will try and go higher here and buy herself more time, force Paratova back out. I mean, that would be perhaps one tactic, but I think she was so far off that it would be a bad tactic.
I think, you know, she's well capable of the weight. What's going on now in the warm-up room, the coaches are trying to play cat and mouse. The athletes just have to stay focused. But remember, this is only the first half of the competition. The cat and mouse game will come into play a lot more and be a lot more significant on the clean and jerk. Right now, these girls need to lift as much as possible to try and you know, give themselves as big a total as possible at the end. They won't be taking any silly gambles at this stage.
Well, it looks like Teremshanova is following herself, so as I suspected, they are going to stick with the clock's kind of all over the place here, but they're going to stick with what they did before, I believe. And in fact, the Ukrainians have posted 88 kilograms, so the Russians would have to go all the way up to 88 to force the Ukrainian out. That's not going to happen.
This is 86 kilos. 86 kilos now for her final attempt.
Now she missed it on her second attempt, misses it again on her third, so that's her done for the snatch. 82 kilograms, which yeah, the Russians are commiserating there a little bit. They didn't quite get the best out of their athlete, I feel, and of course the Ukrainians still have one more attempt to go, and Paratova is calling for 88.
Yeah, we've got Paratova now of the Ukraine has called 88 kilos for her second attempt, so she's still got 2 lifts to go. This now will be a case of how far she can extend her lead. She's sitting 3 kilos in the lead so far. This will really put the pressure on Shereshimova of Russia when it comes to the clean and jerk.
Yeah, just looking at body weights as well, Paratova is by half a kilogram lighter than Shereshimova, so not only getting an advantage here in the snatch, but were it to ever come down to it, she's lighter on body weight as well. So still with 2 attempts, 88 kilograms then on the bar. You look at her very best at the London Olympics, 91 kilograms she achieved to finish 5th that day. Hit 108 in the clean and jerk, a total of 199.
She's pleased with that. That really gives her a nice lead now. Halfway through the competition, still 1 attempt to go. I reckon she'll probably take around 90 kilos now. Doesn't need to be silly, doesn't need to risk anything and go for a big increase. Just another kilo, couple of kilos will put even more pressure on the rest of the competition.
Absolutely, yeah. You might as well just squeeze out a little bit more of an advantage over the others. That was a solid lift. Well under it. Just steadied herself for a split second and up she came. And if you look at her PB, as I said, 91 kilos at this weight. She has hit 92 kilograms before. And that was at the European Championships in 2011, but she was up at 58 kilos then. She took the silver medal that day, but decided to drop down for the London Olympics. So perhaps not quite the success the Ukrainians were hoping for. She was definitely tipped as a possible medalist that day. Well, she looks like she's on her way towards the European Championship gold medal here today for the combined. Just taking her 2 minutes, which she is allowed to do, to gather her thoughts. But her confidence will be high right now.
Yes, you can see there just having a little chat with herself. She's talking herself into the weight. Probably just reiterating, she's done this before enough times in training, enough times in the gym. Each athlete prepares in their own individual way. You can see their coaches just leaving her to get on with it. She knows exactly what she's got to do.
Yep, and she's going to take every second of the 2 minutes, I think. Why not? If you look at physiology, even something as short as less than a second, the snatch done properly, or about a second perhaps, maybe done badly, a couple of seconds.
Well, you're looking at a split second here. The time from when the bar leaves the floor to receiving overhead is a fraction of a second. It really is no time at all. There's no time for error.
But it still taxes your body, your system, and it might not build up a load of lactic acid, but it does fatigue the nervous system more than anything else. Now, 90 kilograms is on the bar. There's the 30-second buzzer. So she's still got plenty of time, and this would really squeeze all the others. This would put her well ahead.
Десять секунд, 9.
Oh, just got it in time.
That is what you call timing it to perfection. I mean, executed
got to be past the knees, hasn't it, before the buzzer goes? So it was right on the limit.
Absolutely. You can see there the centre referee has failed it. You know, I definitely thought the bar was past the knees before the buzzer went off. I would have given that.
I don't know. Let's see that again. I don't know if we'll get the... Oh, we're not getting noise with the replay there, but it was really tight. And, well, the judges have given it. Only the jury now could intervene. And